How many Māori will be evicted from their homes as a result of this government's recently announced kāinga ora policy?
Well, we actually hope there'll be very few evictions from KO properties, but we make no apologies for actually evicting tenants who are abusing their neighbours with threatening and abusive behaviour. We think that's fair. We think it's fair for those people that are on the wait list that are desperate to get a state house, and we think it's fair for the neighbours that are enduring those abusive tenants.
How many of the 25,000 people on the social housing list are Māori?
A significant number, and they deserve their shot at a state house as well, and that's why we are very clear that we will deprioritise abusive KO tenants and we will give those people on the state house wait list a shot at getting a home.
Bye-bye, mob.
What wraparound support is this government providing to kāinga ora tenants to keep them in their homes?
Well, there are wraparound support, but what I'd say to you very clearly is we are standing up very, very strongly to say that KO tenants who actually abuse their neighbours, threatening, do not pay their rents, do not get on a rent repayment plan, that is unacceptable. We need to give people a shot at a state house who are on that wait list. We need to respect the neighbours that are in those communities who are actually doing it tough and being abused daily.
Point of order.
Point of order, Rawiri Waititi.
Yesterday, Mr. Speaker, you made a ruling around acronyms. Again, we've heard an acronym today. The other thing is the question was quite clear. What wraparound support is the government providing? Not whether there is any. What wraparound support is the government providing in those kāinga ora homes?
Yeah, the first point is it was regards to acronyms in primary questions. But I would appreciate the House refraining from using those and using the whole term. Fair point. The point about the nature of the question, I'm sure the Prime Minister would want to say a little bit more on the matter.
Look, there's a range of support services, and particularly in our community housing providers, there's even higher levels of pastoral care and support that's going to those vulnerable tenants that are in those properties as well. We'll continue to support community housing providers, kāinga ora houses, and we're going to make sure that people get the wraparound support. But we are going to call time on tenants that are actually abusing their neighbours because others deserve a shot. We believe strongly in rights and responsibilities. You can't just take the rights of being a Kiwi without actually having the responsibilities to each other, to the country.
What is this government doing to ensure that Māori who are evicted from kāinga ora housing as a result of his government's policies do not end up homeless?
Well, I'm sorry, but today there are children waking up in scungy motel rooms. Today there are children waking up on living room floors of friends and families' houses, and those families are desperate to get a state house. And they deserve their go at that. They deserve their shot at that. And we are not going to tolerate badly behaving, unruly, disruptive, threatening tenants, period.
Thank you. Does he agree with 60% of New Zealanders that the cost of living is the biggest issue facing the country? And if so, what immediate actions will he take to address the cost of living crisis for lower income whānau?
Oh, absolutely. That is the number one issue in this country for everyday New Zealanders, is that they are struggling with the cost of living crisis. And the reason's very simple. The previous administration, the previous Labor government, increased government spending by 84%. It lifted domestic inflation, it raised interest rates, it suppressed economic growth, and it's created rising unemployment. That is the story of economics, and that's why we're tackling the root cause of it, getting inflation down below 3% so we can lower the cost of living, keep people in employment, keep people in their homes.
Will his government support my bill to remove GST from food and provide immediate relief for whānau who are struggling to put kai on the table? And if not, why not?
No, because it would be administratively complex. But what I look forward to is the Te Pāti Māori's support for our program to actually give low and middle income New Zealanders, working New Zealanders, tax relief at the budget. And I look forward to his support because that's the best way in which we keep money in the pockets of low and middle income workers, Māori or non-Māori, so they can navigate the cost of living and spend their money as they see fit.